Hi, my name is Nan, and I'm bipolar, manic depressed, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing, more or less. It's at the end of the day, it's just a label, and I know these days there's a lot of identity politics going on and everything like that, and it's like a social currency and stuff like that. But at the same time, for me, I think it's important that I emphasize that what I have is something it's part of me, but I don't want it to be, definitive of who I am as a person. That's a very clear distinction I want to make, as I talk about this. And when I say I have bipolar or I have mood swings, or whatever, it's very real for me. It goes beyond what some people think they are. Where some people think, well, it's just something in your head. You're just a little moody sometimes. Like, no, it's more than that. It's like every single day. It's like going on a. It's basically going on a on a roller coaster ride of emotions that you have no idea where it's gonna go. You don't know where the ups and downs are. It's erratic. It's unpredictable, and every single day, it's just like that. And for me, I experience all those random symptoms and everything like that. It's very disheartening. Well, I shouldn't really say disheartening. It's just pretty real when I'm looking at like a checklist of bipolar symptoms and I compare it to what I go through on a day-to-day basis, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty much me every day in a nutshell. It's like I I have those days where I feel really productive. I feel like I can take on the world. I feel like I can be amazing. I can feel like I can be great. And conversely, I have those days where I feel like I just feel like crap. I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I just feel like I just want to just lie there in bed and just hide under my sheets. And that's it. It creates a really weird situation for me. It creates a essentially the way I like to describe myself. It makes me inconsistent. It makes me very just all over the place when it comes to just general life things. And because of that, I I I don't. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I want stability in my life, and for me to achieve any sense of stability in life, I always have this constant hurdle of dealing with these bipolar, symptoms and stuff like that, because I just feel like I'm like half of a person, so to speak. The other half being, just the bad side of me, just the side that I don't want to show up, but it does. That where I'm irritable and I'm just unpleasant to be around, and but then those days where I feel like I can be just happy and very uplifting and everything like that, if I could just maintain that, that would be great. But it goes into it starts delving into other territories. Obviously there are various solutions that could be done, but I for whatever reason I've just chosen specific routes for myself. In particular, I know there are mood stabilizers out there and stuff like that, and I could go the mood stabilizer route, and I could just like take mood stabilizers and just even out my mood every single day. But there's something about the notion about taking medicine every single day for the rest of my life just to feel quote unquote normal. It's just, I don't know. No offense to anyone who have to do that, but I don't know. That's just not me. And so in response to that, I've tried to do, well, my attempt anyway, at a lot of self therapy and things like, like I listen to motivational speeches every day. I try to write a poem every day. I try to write every day. Little random things like that for me, that more or less help, but it's definitely the progress is very slow. It's very slow, and I guess the more I accept, about who I am and what I have to overcome day in and day out, I have to wonder if I need something more elaborate, something more extreme. And deep down, I definitely feel like for me to get past all of this, for me to for me to like just feel like a confident and well-rounded person in this regard, to take care of this handicap and put it under wraps and stuff like that. I think I just need something more drastic, and that I'm leaning toward maybe I need like sophisticated therapy or something like that. But it's it, it's hard. It's hard. I I don't. There's a for a lot of random reasons I haven't done so, because there's a lot of stigmas and stuff like that. For the longest time, it'd be something like, well, no, you're like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You just get a little emotional or something like that. But it's clear that it's more than that. It's definitely more than that. And it runs in my family and stuff like that. My dad has or at least growing up, he had his share of a lot of random, like, granted his bipolar symptoms were more extreme than mine, but mine in their own ways are pretty they're just they can be quite intrusive. They can just be really like, especially especially when I really think about just throughout my whole life, how a lot of people essentially have had to work around me. They've had to, they notice that something's a little off with me at times, and they just they try to accommodate for it. And I respect that they do that, but at the same time I'm like, am I really that kind of person to a lot of other people? This is like, it goes into all kinds of awkward territory, because again, a lot of people, they rightfully so, they deal with their own things. It's not like I'm missing a leg or anything like that. It's just this type of it's an actual mental health issue. This mental health issue, it can be really awkward at times, just for some people to accept, because again, some people just think it's just like, well, you just need more self-control. You just need to get past it in your mind. And it's like, that's the thing, though. It's a chemical imbalance, and that chemical imbalance, it leads to those spontaneous bursts of productivity, or just downright down days. I have my share of good days and down days just because of that. I guess my hope is, I hope I can just try to come across more people who can, I guess who can share their what they feel like, on a day-to-day basis with their respective things, not necessarily bipolar stuff, but like, I guess I'm curious about that. But anyway, thanks for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to do more of these type of videos.